One more of the very angry caterpillar,
Meh.
which I think is just a precursor to Mothra. And then 1, 2, 4. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And everything else is filled, so that's good. Or Mothula. Yeah, I guess that too. Also had another showrunner contact me yesterday, and yet another blessing for the crossover.
Nice.
So we're moving on with that. We
Let's go.
gotta wait for a few more, but we're getting there. I've tried to do a pizza and chips by the beach, and those dang swooping seagulls made it so panic-inducing. You literally have to throw one chip away so as far as possible. Get 2 minutes apiece while they have a sky battle over one chip.
Oh my god. I've had like seagulls flying over me as I was eating ice cream. That was terrifying.
Oh. Suddenly Kit Kat's in the birds.
Okay. What can I work on today? Might just try sketching out a bunch of commissions.
A bunch of commissions.
That was weird.
A lot of things are, Kit Kat. A lot of things are.
That's just the way that Clip Studio Paint was loading up on stream. It was weird. I don't know how to explain that. Anyway. Let's
And open the shop. So yeah, working on a new webcomic series, which I'm very excited for. And then we're working on the crossover still, and then season 4 and season 5 are being worked on right now. I'm trying to get season 5 going. Season 4 is in very, very early pre-production. Still in the scripting phase there. Going to be in the scripting phase for quite a while, but we'll get it. We'll get out of there eventually.
Yeah, well, I mean, you are trying to you are trying to do the crossover, which is, I mean, that's a big beast in itself. So
I mean, at this point, the crossover is going to take most of my energy, just because I'm ringleadering 4 other shows. Working with the other showrunners to make sure everybody's happy and make sure everything is going the right way, and um just so many characters to keep track of and so many people to record for and all that
yeah,
stuff.
no, absolutely. Also, Senor Cheese Dip. That's a name. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Biscuit Punch.
Senor Cheese Dip, that's a beautiful name. Okay, so my goal
Um,
is to knock down more walls so that I can actually
ow.
have more room in this store. And no cheese dip for us. Shame.
We need cheese dip for our nachos.
Hence the bonk. Oh, that's your BF?
Oh, nice.
Wow, I love the name.
That's great.
Why did that remind me of Jose Jalapeno on a stick? Gosh, I haven't thought of that in a long while.
Freaking Jeff Dunham. My God.
Yeah.
Jose jalapeno on a steak. I may or may not have watched him a good bit.
Uh, yes.
I did see him live at one point years ago.
Lost the cat.
Gosh freaking darn it. I don't know what happened there.
Okay, the cat's back.
Ugh. I hate it when it does this.
Are you okay?
Yeah, just, I hate it when my computer or OBS does this. I really don't know what causes it.
Okay, looks like you're back.
Yeah. Oh.
Also, once again, Super Sahama, my favorite video game console.
I need to restart tits because of freaking OBS acting up.
Yes, please restart your tits.
I really don't know what caused it that time. I didn't think I was doing anything extreme like with the internet.
Extreme! Hello, Mocha Nutkins. How are you doing?
Yeah, sorry about that on for everyone on my end. How you doing, Gixer?
Eepy but happily vibing. That's good. Hama is Twitch's greatest growlith. But yeah, anyway, I be working on stuff slow and steady. That's why we're starting up the webcomic, because I'm like, I know it takes forever to get new episodes out because I'm always like, constantly working on it for like a year plus before I'm like, okay, it's ready to go out now. So I'm like, webcomic to hold you over, little bit of content, drip feed, all that good stuff.
Hello, thank you. Alm talks about your streams all the time and shows me all the amazing art you have done for him. He's been a big help with my persona designs, and I'm hoping to have my details finalized eventually to commission you as well. Aw, thank you. I appreciate it.
See, look at you getting those like accolades right there, those reviews. So worth it, Kit Kat. Every time. So worth it. Can't say it enough.
I mean, I've said it before and I'll say it again. I owe it all to you.
Nah.
No, you shush.
Thank you for the lurk, Xander. I didn't do nothing.
No, dude, you have no idea how much you've done for me over the years. Oh. Opening up the wrong file type. Whoops. Yeah, everyone on my end, by the way, if you haven't followed Fox, what are you doing? Go follow him. Got an award-winning show as well. In fact, you can see the posters on both of our streams.
Yeah, somehow now a 3-time award winner.
Yeah. I mean, it's well
Whoops.
deserved, dude.
Just over here, like, not sure how that happened, but cool.
You're kind of just like, how did I get here?
How did I get
Ooh,
here
piece
at
of
the
cake.
end? I don't understand it. I just made something that made me happy.
I'm telling you, dude, like, doing something that you love, like, it's contagious. Like, people can feel the passion.
I just do it because I would go stir crazy if I didn't.
Nah.
If I didn't make stuff, I'd be like, I don't know. I think I'd be very unhappy. I think I would be very unhappy and very, I don't know, just without purpose would suck.
Mm.
Canopus the Peacock, hello, welcome on in. How you doing?
Of the Brave Little Toaster, Worth is such a good song. I have not seen the Brave Little Toaster. I know a lot of people
It's
talk about it.
surreal. It's very surreal.
I could find a place to watch it. Maybe I'll consider it for a movie night on my Discord.
I really, I gotta admit, I was lurking in your stream for a little while earlier before I popped in,
Hmm.
and I was getting a kick out of Hoshi and KD talking about their reactions to finishing the 3rd season,
Oh, yeah.
and I was just like
Huh?
stealthily reading the comments, and I'm just like the chat, and I'm just like, this makes me happy. What is Brave Little Toaster about? Essentially, it's a bunch of like, it's kind of like in a Toy Story sort of vein, where like the appliances and whatnot are, all secretly like alive, and yeah, it's about a brave little toaster. Exactly, Skywolf.
Hey, Sky.
Basically, a bunch of appliances are searching for their owner, who when they last saw him, he was like a little kid. So they like go on like this adventure to try and find him.
Huh.
It's about ruining your childhood. Hello, Boilerplate Jack. Yeah, it does have some moments in there. If that would probably make most children go, "Oh, what am I watching?"
So I've heard.
Well, I mean, it's like anything that would quote unquote traumatize somebody at that age. Like you have these characters who are pretty much, the definition of innocence, and they're thrown into situations where it's very, where innocence is challenged or,
Mhm.
attacked because the real world is cruel. There's also a nightmare sequence which is pretty interesting.
So happy tree friends. Oh
Happy
god.
tree friends. Yeah. Safe
Jesus.
travels, Sky. Animals of Farthingwood. Yeah, that's another one. That's another one. There's a couple like that.
I was thinking of another one, but it's not a I think it was rated pretty low, like in terms of the age rating, even though it was actually very grim. Feliday, if anyone has seen that.
Uh-huh.
There's a lot of murder in that one.
Can't be worse than the Dumbo nightmare sequence, surely. I'd say it is. I'd say the pink elephants in Dumbo is just kind of weird and surreal.
It's really weird.
Uh, the clown, there's a clown in the Brave Little Toaster nightmare sequence. That's all you need to know.
I'm guessing that's where a lot of the fear of clowns has come from for
I
people.
mean, maybe. I
Wouldn't
don't
surprise
know.
me.
The drunk sequence, you mean? Yes, the drunk sequence.
Yeah, no, like they were freaking plastered.
Look, man, I'm gonna say it once and I'll say it again. Artists are weird, and that's okay.
You know what?
You right.
Yeah, yeah.
We're definitely all
I am an
weird.
artist. That's okay. Yeah. It's fine. It's the weird that makes it memorable. Imagine being weird. Yeah, imagine that.
Imagine.
Guess Mocha is quite the bean connoisseur.
I guess so.
The first three few episodes of Animals of Farthingwood, the hedgehogs get ran over, the newts get killed in a fire, the mice and their babies are killed by a shrike bird, and the pheasants get shot.
What the heck am I hearing? Jesus Christ.
It's quite that's yeah. Somebody not pulling their punches, clearly.
Clearly.
I think it's kind of good to have a little bit of that in your story, just a little bit of like something traumatizing, just a little bit, because it sort of breaks through um it sort of breaks through the ice a little bit of like, saying, "Oh yeah, everything's going to be fine," but it's not really going to be fine.
Mm-hmm.
Not everything works out 100%. And life can throw you some crazy curveballs, so it's like, something sort of just like boom in your face. It's like, oh yeah, get me ready for more of that, thank you.
I think as long as it's not like something that happens in every single story, because otherwise it just
Oh
becomes
sure,
because otherwise it just becomes
sure.
like whatever, sort of
Well
deal.
then you become numb to it, or it becomes like it almost feels like they're trying to get you with something quote unquote traumatizing.
Yeah.
um but yeah, there's a time and a place for it, obviously.
Yeah.
Like I know this isn't necessarily quote unquote, directly for children, but the last Legend of Zelda, not the last one, but the Tears of the Kingdom. I obviously wasn't traumatized by this, but I was like, oh my gosh, if I had like a kid and I gave them this game and they weren't ready for this, like for the most part, yeah, you got some monsters in there, but they're not scary or anything. But as soon as the freaking hands show up, and they're like, there's all these gooey ghost hands show up, and they've got eyes in the center of their palms, and they're screeching at you, and they're fast, and you're like, oh no, 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 no.
No bueno.
Like just one of those is fine, like just that on its own. I'm like, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Throw me a curveball there, but if you're just gonna constantly do that,
Fume, get your head out of the gutter.
yeah, I know what Fume's all about. I know where your head is, Fume.
What do you mean?
Oh yeah, the Gloomhands scared the heck out of me when I first saw them, and I'm a seasoned Zelda player. Yeah, I ran. I found them in a cave, and I jumped up to a ledge, and I'm just like, oh, thank God they can't climb. And I'm just looking at these things like I'm at the beginning of the game too. I don't even have that much. I found them early, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, this is awful. But I loved it. I mean, that's such a good idea in general, you know, that enemy. I would love to do a really good jump scare at least once. Just get you. Just one. Just one.
What, in the show?
Yeah. I'd love to do at least one good jump scare if I could make it happen. Two. Four, five, six.
Emotional damage.
Emotional damage.
Two.
Ugh.
Three. Three. Yep, three. Now, don't get me wrong. I eventually reached the point where they stopped being a threat, but that first moment. Oh yeah, the first moment. If you encounter them early enough, it's like, oh my gosh, no.
Hi, Jeannie. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well.
The creepy kids property, the Moomins in particular. I didn't watch that any, so I don't know a whole lot about that, but I'm sure there's stuff in there. Let's see. What was I traumatized by as a kid? Well, first of all, my traumatizing video game moments for me. Oh shoot, boss from Eminem, Shell Shocked, Harry Potter, PS2, Stealth Music when caught, Neo Metal Sonic, Silhouette without sound, those horrible red eyes, really, and any sewer mission. Interesting, very interesting. Oh, it was horrible. Fox, a friend of mine, and I were playing our own playthroughs at the same time. We both came to the initial conclusion: run like hell. I mean, fair. Fair. I got totally surprised by the Gloomhands. Gosh, what traumatized me as a kid? Well, my dad decided to show me Raiders of the Lost Ark at like age 6 or 7, and did not tell me what was coming at the end of the movie.
Oh, God.
Obviously, it only made me appreciate it more. Shut up, Fume.
I had a feeling someone was going to do it.
But yeah, so I got to see that early on. I got traumatized by Don Bluth's Anastasia. That one got me.
Okay. Was there a particular part about it?
Basically anything with Rasputin.
You know what? Fair. There was some gnarly
Just
looking
like,
things on there.
This is a bit intense. I mean, good grief. Usually it's just like a bad guy hiding out, and like if he's a dark wizard, he's hiding out in like some creepy lair like Jafar or Maleficent. But here it's like, no, he's in hell. And I'm like, oh, cool. That's just here. Okay.
Yeah, great. I'm trying to think of like anything that traumatized me as a kid, but I'm drawing a blank.
And then as I got a little older, my dad showed me Poltergeist, the original Poltergeist by Spielberg.
Oh god. Okay.
And that one was also pretty traumatizing because I'm like, I really did not like that movie. I was like, this is awful.
I'll just go to heaven managed to unsettle me with Charlie's nightmare halfway through. Yeah, I mean, I watched. God, how old was I when I saw that? I think I was 8. Surprisingly, it didn't traumatize me. Surprisingly.
Surprisingly.
You know, it's funny, like, a lot of things that traumatize kids, like, didn't traumatize me. Like, for example, like, King Ramses from Courage the Cowardly Dog did not traumatize me.
Hmm.
I was just kind of like, huh, okay.
Yeah, like it either traumatizes you or it just kind of makes you remember it like that was weird.
Yeah,
I'll never stop
exactly.
thinking about that forever.
Yeah, yeah.
And then as you get older, you misremember it because then you go back to it, it's like completely different. And you're just like, huh, I remember this being slightly different in dialogue and everything, but I guess, that's just because I haven't watched it in forever.
Hmm.
I was scared of the headmistress from Matilda, but was more scared of her on the video case than the movie.
Oh,
Yeah, can't
Miss
say
Trunchbull? Yeah.
can't say that she was traumatizing for me, that's for sure.
No, she wasn't traumatizing, but can I just say the actress that played her did a fantastic job.
Oh yeah, she's clearly having fun with like that sort of like the bully became the head of the school.
Yes, yes. So good. I love Matilda.
Saddest thing about All Dogs Go to Heaven is the actress that voiced the little girl was murdered. But yeah,
Yeah. That still breaks my heart.
absolute tragedy.
Yeah. God, I really am trying to rack my brain in terms of what traumatized me as a kid.
Yeah, I guess I was just more. It was more so in the realm of like between the ages of like I guess like 2, maybe 3, and then to about 13, and then after that I started becoming numb to a lot of things.
Mm.
I mean, at that point, I was getting to a stage in my life where I wanted to be the magician. For the longest time, I've been sitting there in the audience going, "Oh my gosh, that was terrifying," or "That was awesome," and then I was like, "But I wanna make that.
Right.
I wanna create things." So sooner or later, I'm sitting there looking at things like Raiders of the Lost Ark or Poltergeist or any of these films and being like, "Oh, I'd love to make something like this."
Mm.
Though I'd say I think the ones that really gravitate towards me more are the things that I fell more in love with rather than were traumatized by. Though the traumatizing has made me want to just be like, "Ooh, now I want to make the haunted house.
Right.
I want to scare people sometimes."
I suppose, yeah, I can understand where you're coming from in that regard. Um, so I guess like I'm more so just thinking of like dramatic scenes at the moment that kind of got to me, like like Mufasa's death in Lion King.
Oh, well, then there's like the sad stuff, right? Not like
Yeah,
scary, but just like, "Oh gosh, why you have to hit me in the heartstrings?"
yeah. I find it's those that normally stick with me rather than the ones that traumatized me.
That's
Um,
fair.
at least when it comes to movies and TV shows.
Mufasa's death hit me too. I was like, "Dang, they're going all out on this scene."
Yeah.
Like, good grief.
Um.
Um, but it's a good thing also because like I think having tragedy in your movie like that really hits people, especially when you're young, kind of gets you a little bit adjusted, especially to the world if you haven't experienced a real tragedy yet.
Mm,
Um, because it kind of lets you know in a way, yeah, life can throw you some unhappy curveballs.
yeah.
The reopening of E.T. terrified me as a kid. The thought of short aliens stumbling around the forest creeped me out. The screaming E.T. made when he was running away from the humans just before he got left behind scared me. Other than that, that one jump scare scene from Jaws was always the scene I skipped.
Oh god, yeah. Honestly, the only things I could think of that scared me as a kid was some of the stuff in Super Mario 64. That's literally the only thing I could think of. Like,
Really? Yeah,
yeah.
I never got trauma. I never got hit by anything in video games.
That's funny. I
Uh,
think I've told the story to you before. I definitely have said it to chat. But the theme that plays when you're fighting King Bob-omb?
sure.
That music scared the crap out of me as a kid.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
I
fascinating.
don't know why. There was something about the music that startled me. And then, like, I
Maybe
didn't
just,
know what
like,
to
showed
do,
up
and
too fast.
it was the first time I was doing a boss fight, so, like, I didn't know what I was doing.
Just
Um,
young enough not to know what you were getting into, and then the music starts up, and it's just like, "Hey, you, get up!" And it's just like, do something.
yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
oh gosh, I
Um,
thought it was just a fun game.
yeah, pretty much. And yeah, the eel also scared me as well. I mean, that
I mean, it was
eel,
pretty frightening looking.
it is. Like, that eel came up in one of my worst nightmares that I had as a kid. So yeah, that eel definitely traumatized me, and the piano in the game as well. That game really traumatized me now that I think about it.
Samuel Jackson's arm falls down. I can understand how that would be, a moment of like, um, I'm not really sure if I had another moment. Um, some of the jump scares, they didn't get me, but some of the jump scares in the first Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movie were just kind of surprising to me because I didn't know Sam Raimi's repertoire at the time.
Okay.
So I didn't know I didn't know he was a horror movie director primarily. So I just knew, okay, they're making a Spider-Man movie. So going in there and him trying to jump scare me with Green Goblin was like, oh my gosh,
Oh yeah, with Aunt
I
May.
didn't think you were gonna do that to me. Well, like when Norman like gets his powers and he's
Oh
experimenting
yeah,
on himself, I'm just
yeah.
like, geez, okay, chill out. Or then the fact that he has like a magic pumpkin bomb that disintegrates people and he never uses it again. I'm just like, what was that?
Right,
Uh,
right.
so I'm just like, all these things just kind of catching me off guard where I'm just like, I was here for Spider-Man. I just know the fun cartoon shows. I don't know
Yeah.
this. But I think that's also, again, all of this stuff just made me appreciate the magician more, because I have it in my blood. My dad is, I'm very much like my own dad in the sense that we love the magician so much. And when I say magician, I mean the movie maker, the artist. We
Mhm.
love the magician so much that we get to a point where we don't just want to idolize the magician. We want to be the magician. So we go to school, we study how the magician does their tricks, we try to come up with our own tricks, and then hopefully everybody in chat who may be sitting in the audience saying, I want to see a magician, likes the tricks we have to give.
Mhm. Mhm. It's crazy, like how things can impact us, like in different ways, like in terms of whether it's inspiring or whether it's like, um, or traumatizing or whatever.
Life finds a way to give us or mold us into who we're going to become.
Indeed.
Experiences create, well, experience.
Mhm.
So, you know, there's a great line by one of the bad guys in the second James Bond film when they're walking through the bad guys walking through like a training yard for terrorists,
Mhm.
and they're like, this is where we train them, and she says training's useful but there's no excuse for there's no second to experience. And it's like, honestly, that's true in all forms, even for villains and heroes. Unless you've got the experience, you're not going to be ready for what comes your way.
Right, right.
There's no substitute for experience. Yes, 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 yes. Thank you.
Mm. So glad Willem
Which then,
Dafoe came back to that character and got to do a more darker interpretation of the same role. He's fantastic in wait, what's that?
No Way Home.
Oh, No
No
Way
Way
Home.
Home. Yeah, yeah. It was great to see all those old villains again. Yeah, Canopus, to which the other villain then responds, I agree, we use live targets as well. Okay, I need to stock a little bit more. 1 and 1. Okay. And that's the thing also, as much as I would love to do a jump scare with one of my villains or something like that, or a scary thing in the show, honestly, my goal with villains is just to make them as memorable as possible.
Yeah, that's fair.
Just to get them out there and just boom. Black Wolf, how you doing? Thank you for 6.9 years. Nice.
Nice.
Okay, so one of every. Two. Zara is easily my favorite villain you've made. I'm glad. I love how you write villains. Thank you. I like how a lot of people were like, "Oh, Zara's a psychopath," and I'm like, actually, Zara is a sociopath.
They do get confused quite a lot, to be
I
fair.
know, it's so easy. It's so easy to just be like, "Oh, the crazy person's a psychopath." Not necessarily.
No. I remember watching an episode from Cinema Therapy a while back, and it was something about comparing like psychopaths and yeah, like just comparing the differences.
To make it simple, both a psychopath and a sociopath believe in what they believe, but the sociopath gets upset usually when it doesn't go their way, like people fight back against their ideology or their beliefs. And the psychopath just kind of remains calm and really doesn't care, as if, like they can't be wrong and they know they're not wrong.
Which honestly, they're the scarier ones out of the two.
Honestly, yes. When they just have that conviction. Reality benders are my favorite types of villains, especially ones that restrict themselves to rules like the Toy Maker. Yeah, like reality bending in an audio show is definitely tricky because you're like, that's a very visual superpower. It's a very visual thing.
Yeah.
But I think it's fun to do because there's restrictions, but there's also not restrictions.
Mm-hmm.
So I get to have a little fun with like, oh, you get to start messing with reality in a sense that, and reality bending in essential is very terrifying when you think about it, because you think when you're a kid, you think, oh no, the person got turned into, I don't know, something silly, a chair. But don't worry, you just defeat the wizard and it's fixed, right? But really wrap your head around the connotations of actually being turned from a flesh and blood being into a wooden chair. That's argue with. Are you dead? Is your soul stuck in there? Like, how terrifying is that?
Yeah.
Unless it's like a Beauty and the Beast thing, but even then.
Even then.
See, these are the things I think about as the magician. Yeah, exactly, Riz. Exactly. Like, if you're like inanimate or something like that, are you still alive? Is your soul in there and you're screaming, but no one could ever hear you? You're just stuck that way now?
Which that's pretty messed up, honestly.
I told you, man. I told you. This is why I'm like, that's not, I'm sure it looks whimsical in some cases, but in other cases, that's a big ol' heckin' yikes right there. Good buddy.
Yeah.
Or when the one who can warp reality has a twisted mind with the powers. Oh, absolutely. You see, that's why I say, like, if you watch Avengers Infinity War, they tamed that one down. You read the original comic of Infinity War, or just Infinity Gauntlet, as it's known, it's a lot more surreal and a lot more terrifying. Like Thanos actually, one of the things he does in that book is he turns the character of Nebula into like a 3rd-degree burn victim, and then keeps them alive. Just keeps them alive the entire time as a 3rd-degree burn victim.
Yikes.
Like I said, they toned it down for the movie. That's what makes it great. I could see what I was hearing when I heard Zara going boing, boing, boing. Yep. Imagine there's a small bunny making her way towards the table and then transforming back when she gets there and everything that follows. The talking pizza, Andy's head, dark, by the way. Thank you. And Andy had fun doing that scene. I could see it so clear and visually in my mind. And that's what makes me happy. When I'm able to give you guys a clear picture and do something sort of just weird and crazy. And Zara is just fun to work with too, because I mean, Skywolf, Marianne Saunders, she is just gung ho for it. Just give her 2 monsters and she's ready to go. two drinks, two monster drinks, and she is just completely Zara. So what you're saying is Monster Energy makes villains. It's possible. But I love all my villains. I can't say that I have a villain I don't like. Even the simplest of villains I have enjoyed writing for, like Honest Uncle Dunk. He's just this con artist of a pirate trying to bait people into getting on his ship, and then he drugs them and steals their money. Then he buys another ship and does it again. It was fun working with Mike, that's for sure.
That must have been something.
He's very professional. Very professional. Like, you know how like if you have like a problem where you have like a like let's say you have like a plumbing problem, and you call a plumber, and the plumber just kind of comes in, examines it, and then just knows usually what the problem is. It's like, oh yeah, you do this, did that, blah blah blah, fixed. And you're like, wow, thank you. Same with somebody like Mike Pollock, who just kind of comes in and is like, okay, what are you looking for? I'm like, well, we're looking for this. You've read the script, blah blah blah. And he's like, okay, and he's just very calm, just like, all right, let's give it a go. Ahoy there, matey! It's just like can just switch it on and off. It's just perfect. A huge fan of Crash Man Cheeks. Quite a few people are, and I'm happy that that's a very good breakout role for Steven. He's so good at that role.
Oh my goodness. Fume.
I knew immediately who was voicing Dunk when I heard the voice. Oh yeah, definitely not hiding it. Absolutely not. I can't say that I've been disappointed with anyone in the cast. Everyone has come in swinging and making sure that they've given me like the 110%, and I've just been happy with it all together. Working with Sean Chiplock was also an experience, because he was very, very much in the same boat of like, okay, what do you want? What are you thinking? And then I give him the stuff. And then, he just takes it from there, and I'm just like, perfect. Fox, you say you love all your villains. Does that include? Of course, that includes Nigel.
It's a love-hate
If I didn't love him,
relationship.
I wouldn't keep writing him. That's for sure. Because Nigel's definitely my answer to like characters like Dr. Doofenshmirtz from Phineas and Ferb, or those very loud bad guys who are just kind of like, and I will do this, and it will be amazing. Sort of like overly cartoonish bad guys.
You gotta have a cartoonish a bad guy every now and then.
Also, Snidely Whiplash, maybe a little bit of Snidely, yeah, maybe just a little bit. Like trying to think of another one that inspired Nigel. Oh, if anybody ever watched Kim Possible, Dr. Draken, played by John DiMaggio, that's another one that inspired Nigel. It is weird that while I'm known for drawing cute and silly stuff, I have this desire and fascination to draw some visceral and creepy, kind of gory things. I mean, do it. I mean,
Yeah, do
plenty
it.
of people out there making some horrific stuff, and that gives us things like Siren Head. Then Markiplier falls in love with it. Nigel gave me vibes of the Shredder from the 80s. That's fair too. Yeah, I like Shredder from the original TMNT cartoon. He's very goofy. I like him. I love villains that are their own hype man. Oh, absolutely.
Hey, that's Pokemon
Absolutely. One of the best villains I ever read is Dr. Davenport Spry from Scarlet Traces. He's just a government official who's just trying to do his job. Just so happens his job involves kidnapping and murdering people to feed a Martian so Britain can invade Mars. That is a wild, like, character arc. Yeah, Nigel's fun to write because he just goes on and on and on about his plans. Not to say that the other villains don't, but at least the other villains have some discretion. Nigel's just like, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do that, and it's going to be amazing. I just recently, and yes, the actor was doing an impression, obviously, of Tim Curry, which is really sad. I actually just saw an interview with Tim Curry recently.
Mm.
Poor guy. He's been through it.
What's going on? What happened to him?
He had a stroke.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah, he's in I think he's in a wheelchair now, and
Oh, jeez.
he has trouble speaking.
Oh.
So but he was in an interview where they were showing him some of his past, like some of his best roles from his career, and he was going on about like, the behind the scenes and how much fun it was and how he never improv'd. It was all scripted.
Wow.
Hello, Savage. Corrigan would tell you his plan, yet have contingencies to the plan. Yeah, Corrigan is specifically a planner to the nth degree. It's only when he's forced into situations where he has to think on his feet where he has a little bit more trouble. But otherwise, he's very confident, and he's got a lot of backup plans ready to go, so that he's sure of himself.
Indeed you do, Savage. I'm working on your thing right now.
The voice I do for Corrigan, while it's basically just my own, is slightly more calmer than Fox's, and I'm purposefully trying to channel both Lex Luthor and Scar.
Oh, yeah.
That's why he's the inverse of Fox. Fox struggles with plans, but is best on his feet. Yep, Fox can plan, but he's more of a quick thinker at times. But even then, you can still catch him off guard. That's the point. You don't want to make your character constantly able to like snappily think their way out of things, because at that point it's too easy. Only in certain moments do they get a spark of ingenuity where it's like, wait a minute, I think I know how to get out of this.
Yeah.
One of Tim Curry's best performances when he played William Shakespeare. I have to look into that one.
Hey, Vol, how you doing?
I love Tim Curry in Clue. I think that one's one of his best.
I still need to watch Clue at some point.
Oh, Kit Kat. Maybe we can see about Skywolf having access to something in Spain, and maybe we can get like an English version of Clue, because it's so freaking good.
Maybe. It would be cool if we could maybe have like a movie night or something, if that's possible.
There's a whole bit at the ending. This is not going to spoil anything for you, but the reason I say Tim Curry did such a fantastic job is that by the close to the third act of the movie, Tim Curry one man plays out the entire movie over again to remind people of how we got here. So he reenacts basically the entire movie.
Hey, Mouse, welcome on in. Hope we're doing well. Watch Clue at movie night? That is a possibility. I just have to find a way of watching it. So I'm not sure what streaming services it's on.
Oh, you can get it pretty much just about anywhere if you got like Amazon Prime or something like that.
I don't, unfortunately.
You can buy it on YouTube last I checked.
Could do that.
Speaking of our host, it's Skywolf. There's Zara right now. We were just talking about you. Everyone knows the line. Oh, that's definitely a good one too, but I can't look past Clue, Xander, just because. We were talking about my villains, Skywolf. So you got brought up as Zara, obviously. How a lot of people here enjoy Zara.
Mm-hmm.
Riz likes Zara, and Luke O'Sullivan likes Zara.
Yeah, I think honestly the majority seem to like Zara the most, which is valid.
She's such a memorable sociopath.
Yeah, Xander?
Shiba Nui, yeah. Thanks? These are compliments, Skywolf.
Accept them.
Also, did you know that Dr. Emmett Brown from Back to the Future was in Clue? Yes, he was. Yep. Christopher Lloyd. There was an idea that Kevin Miller put in my head. He said this during a stream as an impression. Ladies, I don't know if you noticed, but I am straight. And I imagined Dimitri from Sly saying it. And then I thought of the other characters like Johnny Bravo and others, and Nigel also came to mind. Interesting line.
Hmm.
You okay, Skywolf? I'm definitely getting plenty of customers here, but I can't tear down this next wall until I have enough money in the $30,000 range. Why do I feel Nigel would be ace?
Nah.
Nah, he thinks he's a stud. He really does.
I have one thing to say to that.
Huh?
You okay, Skywolf? You doing all right? But yes, love Zara. I love all the villains, but she hopped to the top.
Ha.
I had a feeling. Doing great, fantastic.
Hell yeah.
He did try to flirt with Drake. He was like,
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm like, he's not Ace.
He thinks he's a stud. He does.
Again.
Yeah. I mean, Nigel's kind of musky. Doing great. Okay. 2 days of work left. Yep. I just want to make sure you're doing good because you sound a little when we were giving you compliments. Nigel feels like he's the center of the multiverse. He tries to be. He wants to be.
Tries.
Zara's my favorite villain. Nigel is closer to your classic mustache twirling villain. Considering he twirls his mustache, he actually does. I'm like that.
Do I need to start showing art of the characters again?
Well, get ready, you award-winning voice actress. Your role as Zara won at New Jersey as part of the group.
Hell yeah.
Found that ever since I noticed Michael McKean in things like Clue and this is Spinal Tap, I can't take this character in Better Call Saul seriously.
So for anyone on my chat, here's a picture of what Nigel looks like if you haven't seen him before.
Yes. Actually, you could just send him to the website.
Oh yeah, true. You're right. I could do that.
Sendeth. Well, I'll tell you what, I'll do it on my end. You can do it on your end. Here, I'll go right to the website right now. For those who don't know, let me bring it up real fast.
Maybe it's probably better if you just do it because then it won't delete my message.
Sure. I do have a website, for the Fox and the Fedora. And you can check out the cast of characters by clicking on cast of characters, and all of the art that Serena has done is here. From good guys and bad guys, so you can see what everybody looks like.
Yeah.
See, we got Fox, we got Gary, got Corrigan. There's Sovi and Andy and Wittick and Drake, and there's Nigel. That's what Nigel looks like. Has to be one person who loves him romantically. Oh dear, Skywolf. Yeah. Nigel would look good as a nice pair of leather boots. You got Nigel there.
Actually, I think I would actually be okay considering I'm a VIP.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, there we go.
Gorg, Diffuse Boost did a cameo. Michael Rose, Captain Chris, Balder, Nithog, Fenrir, Pettibone, Captain David, Zara. There's Zara. There she is.
There she
The
is.
Bad Bunny herself.
Still one of my favorite designs.
You did such a good job with her. The red highlights really make it work.
They really do, yeah.
Skywolf. Alistair, the Royal Vizier.
That crown was
Dante.
very difficult to work with, honestly.
I mean, that was the point, is that the dude was just like, I want a crown, a really good crown, and then she gave him that nonsense, obviously. Honest Uncle Dunk, Miss Sweet Tooth, Rain, Taros, Darian, Malos. I really did enjoy the Elemental Lords. They were a fun group to. I was like, I need to give Zara some muscle when she's like recharging. So I'm like, ooh, I know exactly what to use. And then I think we should probably get a better picture for Emperor Silas. We were using one where he was in the dungeon there, so maybe I'll have you do a new Emperor Silas here soon.
Yeah.
Crash Man Cheeks, obviously. Ariana, Masked Man, everybody knows who that is now. Crusaders, Santa, Cassie, heck yeah. Pied Piper, Killian King, Thomas Thomas, Lieutenant Scarlet, Sergeant Jessup, Wilco, Chuck, love Chuck, Master Saber, Iblis.
Yeah,
Iblis is by
Iblis
far.
was very difficult to design. Like
Yeah, we went back and forth on that one.
we really did. I find it interesting how you haven't even shown the full thing of him. Like you're just showing the head in that one.
Yeah, I honestly think the head kind of ended up working better because as much as I do envision him having a body, it's like just sort of like a being that is very eldritch and very hard for
Oh,
people's
okay.
minds to
You know what? Fair
comprehend.
enough.
Um, yeah, exactly, Luke. Yeah, he's just working with Zara because one, he doesn't want to die, and two, he wants the kingdom for himself. So yeah, he's a bad guy. He's an opportunist. Iblis was a tough one to design because we went back and forth on. I wasn't sure exactly how I wanted him to look.
Yeah.
But I mean, I knew that I wanted him to look as uncanny as possible. But yeah, he was definitely one of the tougher ones to design.
I think he was the toughest one, now that I think about it, because like the other ones weren't so
Yeah,
bad, but with
yeah.
Iblis, we went back and forth quite a lot.
Oh, a lot, definitely a lot. Would you like to see what other possible designs? Would like to see what other possible designs for Iblis there were. It didn't differ a whole lot, but
No, it
like I think
didn't.
the thing that we went back and forth on was the nose.
Yes.
We gave him like a regular nose at first, but then I was like, that looks a little too normal. And then we gave him like a skull looking nose. I think we also experimented with like the shape of the face because
Yes.
it was more round. And then I
Yes.
was like, let's maybe make it more skull like he's like a decaying being, like his body is like shriveling. Um, we messed with the lips a little bit, but I left the lips alone. Um, a little bit because I was like, I don't really. I think it looked too hard to tell.
Mm.
We also experimented with giving him like either a serious face or a smiling face, so he kind of does both. But for a static one, we just went with what you see there.
Hmm.
I have it so that in his full form, he's actually got the souls of people that he's devoured on his clothing. So like they're part of his body now. Yeah, the faces in the smoke, that was a definite yes of just the people that he's devoured, the souls that are now stuck within him.
Hmm.
Um, just being digested for eternity. There's no end. Um, I definitely wanted his eyes to be just holes because there's nothing in him anymore. Like maybe once there was, but now he's just completely consumed by his own delusional power.
Yeah.
Funny enough, Luke, that was Rory doing an impression of Steve Bloom's Green Goblin.
Oh, there you
Because
go.
Rory can do a very good impression of that voice. Iblis was by far the darkest villain I've written. Because he's 100% delusional and he's 100% trying to get everybody to believe in him and to believe that he's like the one true god and all the other gods were fake, and the great light is cut off the great light as much as he can. Basically Iblis was nothing but an endless abyss in a way. I mean, yeah. He was the opposite of the great light 100%, even though he himself is a son of the great light. Because I always intended there to be like different cosmic deities that kind of like helped create the multiverse. So like the great light is essentially the ultimate, top being, and then below the great light you have you have death, you have nature, mother nature, you have father time, or just time, you have life, and then the fifth one, which would later be known as Iblis, was knowledge. But he went rogue. And got consumed by his own knowledge, he basically, the backstory I have for Iblis is that he wanted to, he and his brothers and sisters created the multiverse as instructed by the Great Light, but evil was a thing, and he went to the Great Light and said, your creation's great and what we created was great, but why is evil here? Shouldn't we get rid of that? And the Great Light was like, evil has its purpose, do not mess with it. But he ignored that, and Iblis went and tried to figure out a way to destroy evil, and he ended up getting consumed by it, and now he's like basking in it. It is literally, the evil is his power, and he has to devour souls in order to keep that power and keep himself from essentially dissipating into nothingness and suffering. So yeah, those who study evil are bound to be destroyed by it. But yeah, his desire to destroy evil made him into the greatest evil being in the multiverse. And he himself is very tragic, but he's become so delusional that he actually believes everything that he's saying. Everything that he thinks is right is obviously not, but he has a good way of making people believe that he's right. Hello RP, welcome in.
Hey RP.
But by far one of the darkest villains I've written, and I loved writing for him too, because he's just out to tear everybody down and just be like, nope, your ideologies are wrong, I'm right, listen to me, I'll give you everything you want. Like literally saying, you know, life sucks, come work for me, I'll give you everything I want. And you think that's too good to be true, but then he shows it to you. He like gives you a taste. It's like, see, I can give you everything you want. And you're like, oh well, maybe he's legit. And then you go right, follow him, and then your soul is ripped from your body, and that's it.
And if any of this interests you guys, exclamation mark podcast in both of our chats.
If you want to know more about this, check out the actual show. Yeah, he in himself is a bit of a con artist, which is something that I liked, because it was like Fox has that sort of wily con artisty way to him too at times. Unicorn Luna Nightshade, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Fox Den of Thieves. How you doing? It's like the idea that it's hard to be good, but because to destroy evil might require extreme means. I suppose he's basically just your classic sort of Dark Lord Satan type character. But I wanted one that was going to be I wanted one that was going to be imposing, but also sort of like, see, I really can give you what you want. I really can give you everything that you desire. And doing his absolute best to try and prove to you that the Great Light is actually the one that's unfair. The Great Light is actually one that's bad. His brothers and sisters are bad, or are corrupt, or they've gotten complacent in their own power. So yeah, he's fun to write. He was definitely fun to write.
Certainly sounds it.
Definitely definitely the darkest character I've written. He's more like an evil philosopher on the level of Satan and such, while hiding the nasty truth in the ultrafine first. Clearly, yeah. I mean, it was all in the end to appease him and to keep himself satiated. and cut off the great light as much as possible, because the great light, as much as the great light puts us in a world and a life that is arguably unfair, it is in a way balanced. It doesn't feel like it, but it is. For what we have, for what we are, it is balanced. Iblis promises an unbalanced, the scales tip towards you, but it's not. It's tipped towards him. He just masks it that way.
Mm-hmm.
But no, the Great Light and the other deities are not evil. They just know. They just balance the multiverse in a way that makes sense to mortal beings. I got a vibe of Judge Death from the Judge Dredd comics. Not exactly 1-to-1, of course, but similar, with a more con artist. Yeah. Definitely the most imposing villain I've written, just because of how powerful he was. But I look forward to what comes next in season 4 and 5, because I'm very much having a good time writing the fallout. That's the fun part. I don't want to spoil anything, but I want everybody to think about the fallout after defeating the Dark Lord. Does everything go back to being happy? Does everything go back to being balanced? Is everything going to be okay when the Dark Lord is slain? That's the question.
Have to wait and see.
And then we got the Oracle. She did a beautiful job on the Oracle.
Oh, thank you.
Making her this like sort of like cosmic cat. I like that. That was such a good design. Obviously we got Ozzy, Gary's brother Ozzy, who I love writing for those two when they're just like, pushing each other around. Kevin Miller's character as Cassie's dad. Sean Chiplock as the Grand Commissioner, both wonderful to work with. Kevin Miller was a hoot to work with. We did the recording session and then we just had a nice chat together. It goes along the lines of how season 1 of Jackie Chan Adventures ended and what Uncle said about realizing that Shendu was destroyed. Oh, I forget. That's been a long time since I saw the first season of Jackie Chan Adventures.
Oh, dude, I remember watching a little bit of that as a kid.
Yeah, I love Jackie Chan Adventures. Adam Durgiman playing Phil, who was the Grand Commissioner's right-hand man. I love your design for Phil, by the way. I love his kind of got that sort of LeFou type design to it. It's fantastic. There's Serena. She played Hope.
Yeah.
For those who, it wasn't explicitly stated in the episode, but Hope is a stoat.
Yes. I loved designing Hope. Like, I had so much fun designing her.
Corrigan had a goddaughter, and her name was Hope, and she was a stoat. So yep.
Oh, Hoshi, did you not know?
Like. Wait.
Did you not know that was me?
That's sounding very Redwall. I just had to think of like what animal is she gonna be when I reveal who his goddaughter was, and I'm like, oh, it'd be cute if it was like a little stoat.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, you didn't know that was Serena?
What?
Yeah, that was Serena as Hope. Yeah.
Yeah, that was me.
I just imagine Corrigan, a slightly younger Corrigan, like trucking through the wilderness with a baby stoat in his arms.
Oh, don't! You're gonna make me want to draw that.
Yeah. That's exactly what I pictured.
Wait, Katie, did you not know as well?
Oh my gosh, you did it, Kit Kat.
No freaking no way!
You made it.
No freaking way! I felt like my voice is too distinct to not know.
Yeah, but I just imagine a younger Corrigan trucking through the wilderness with the baby stoat in his arms, because he's got a protector. It's the last remnant of his friends that he has.
Oh god, Sky, this is not the 90s. We're not doing that.
Yeah, this isn't, we're not doing Baby Muppets over here. Yeah, Corrigan's the last of his own heart was with Hope.
God, like seeing people's reactions, not realizing that it was me, like that surprises me. Actually,
You did it, Kit Kat.
that
You
actually
hid the
makes me
accent
happy.
so
I'm not gonna
well.
lie.
You Barkus was most folks in here probably know Barkus B, another streamer,
Yeah,
another furry
yeah.
streamer. Barkus was hot dog guy, where he's just
My
constantly
hot
doing my
dog.
hot dog. But he was in the voice call when Serena was recording her lines
Yeah.
as Hope, and he was just kind of like shook afterwards.
He
He
was
was
just
just
like,
like,
"What the f is happening?"
whoa, whoa. He was just kind of like, whoa, I did not expect it to go in this. What?
Yeah,
Whoa.
yeah. Like I'll never forget that reaction. Like, oh my god. It was more impacted because I knew it was your voice. Oh, I'm glad I did a good
Yeah,
enough performance then.
Hope was, Hope was the key to it all because that's who Corrigan was fighting for this whole time. Even if it was fighting in the wrong direction.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Hoshi. Oh my god, you guys are making my heart warm. That means a lot. Thank you. I'm so happy that you guys liked my performance as Hope. That really makes me happy.
See, I told you, Kit Kat, I'd get you through it. I'd be like, you're gonna be perfect as this. Relax. It's good. It's gonna be great.
I mean, like, cause I was trying to put on like a more American accent, which was a little bit difficult for me. And then I was just praying that I was gonna, portray or like show the emotions properly. But of course, as I was telling you, and I've told chat a few times, as I was doing my lines for Hope, I ended up shaking like a leaf. I was like really feeling the emotions, and I never felt that way during voice acting before.
That's
So
called that's called an acting experience.
yeah,
You have experienced acting.
yay!
um But yeah, I was like figuring out the design for her. I was just like, oh, it's got to be a stoat. It's just this little cute little stoat, and that's who he's fighting for.
Yeah. Oh, poor Corrigan. Even though he was an
Mm-hmm.
asshole, but
He's fighting in the wrong direction. That's the problem.
yeah, yeah,
It's the whole point was that he was becoming more like Iblis.
yeah.
Soon he would have just dropped fighting for his goddaughter altogether and just gone a total horrible way.
Eesh.
Hope was Gary's partner? No, not Gary's partner.
What?
Hope was
No.
Corrigan's goddaughter.
Yeah,
You're thinking of Ariana.
yeah.
You're
Ariana is
thinking
Gary's
of
partner.
her, Hoshi. Yeah, Ariana's Marianne Stanek, who won Best Supporting Actress in New Jersey.
Hell yeah! Well deserved, by the way.
She's so good. I love working with Marianne Stanek. Hey, Canis, welcome on in. Yeah, it's.
Oh my god, Luke.
You're like Meryl Streep. You're a chameleon actress that need to be pointed out. It's you, and people are like, "What? How?" Yeah, working with actors is my favorite part of directing because like so many wonderful, talented people that I get to meet and work with, and yeah, it's just so good.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, you got Carol, another breakout role.
God, she really
Uh,
stole the show, honestly.
just a hyper kobold. And then last but certainly not least, we have Grandma Jean Corrigan.
You know, Ivy
The
did great with Jean.
the original Fox and the Fedora, my grandma. Carol took me by surprise. Good. That was my plan. I liked the scene I wrote between Cassie and her dad. That was another thing that I loved. I love writing
Oh
that
yeah,
scene.
yeah. Like, yeah, there
I
were so many good scenes in season 3.
found myself laughing from her antics. Oh yeah, Carol's a riot. Love writing for Carol. Yeah, that scene between Cassie and her dad was like, one of my favorite to write. And yeah, I knew that ending. I knew the season 3 ending was gonna hit hard. I was like, all right, this is the wind up. This is the punch.
You just practically had everyone sobbing at the finale.
Good. That was my goal. Oh, Sean Chiplock, gotcha. Yeah, Sean Chiplock is a
Oh
grand
yeah, he did
commissioner.
amazing.
Love that sort of like the emperor of his own world, but he's he's sort of like a sleazy car dealership, salesman, sort of like, wait, I got it. It's gonna be beautiful. Babe, listen to me.
You know, it's funny. I was actually watching Hercules yesterday, and I was thinking
Yeah,
about
yeah, yeah.
him.
GC was definitely inspired by Hades from Hercules. Calling Fox a dog, yeah, yeah. Oh man. I love my cast. I love my characters. Cross between Honest John Hades and a certain wrestling promoter from the 80s to 2010s. Basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, I made my eyes well, you jerk, JK, but seriously, my eyes did well. If I had not paused, I would have cried. Should have just let it out, Hoshi.
Let
That would
it
have been a win
out.
for me. That would have been a win for me. Another scene I really like, I don't talk about it a lot. I like the scene with that I wrote between Fox and Emperor Silas when they're in the prison in season 2 in
Oh
Zara's
yeah.
prison. I like that one because Fox needed grounding, and I'm like, oh, the Emperor's gonna be like writing that. I'm like, oh, the Emperor's gonna be like a friend of his grandma, and
Yeah, that was a good scene.
the idea in my head was that Emperor Silas was Gene Corrigan's answer to Gary.
Oh my god.
Like that's who Emperor Silas was to Gene Corrigan, is that they were the original Fox and Gary.
Oh, that's amazing.
But Silas is obviously a bit more mature, a bit more patient. And Fox needed grounding at that point because he was worried. Fox lets all his guard down, and you can see the weight on his shoulders when he opens up. Yeah, because Zara's threatening an entire world, and then some. He's trying to find a treasure that essentially was left behind by his grandma. And not only that, but he's endangering his friends in a way that previously he hadn't really noticed. In season 1, he's a bit more carefree. He's using Gary as a distraction. He's just kind of like, guys, come on, let's go. He's not really thinking about other people. He's thinking about the mission. He's thinking about the treasure hunt. When Corrigan creates the big monster and starts making things a little bit more serious, he's worried. He starts becoming more worried about his friends, but he hasn't quite reached that point where he's like, it's me who's putting them in danger. It's only when Andy comes along and says, I'm done with this in season 2 that Fox is like, okay.
Time to reconsider a little bit.
Clearly I might be the problem here. Clearly it's me who's putting my friends in danger and asking them to come on these adventures. Ultimately, Andy, Sophie, and Wittick are in the end are like, yeah, we'll back you, but Fox is also very more considerate now of like, not putting Gary or whoever into like a distraction position, so that it could be a little bit more you know um considerate and a little bit more, thinking of his friend's safety. I love the Adventures of Fox Fedora. That is when I get to listen to it. Did Silas also fall through a portal to another universe to meet Gene, like how Gary met Fox? No, Gene met Silas first, but he was only a prince at that time, and he was getting kind of bored with the whole royal lifestyle. But then she comes along and says, "Hey," she comes along like freaking Doctor Who, and is like, "Hey, how about some adventure?" And he's like, "I'll be back later." And they're like, "No, Your Majesty, you're the only heir to the throne." And then he goes on these crazy adventures with Gene, and Gene is making probably some of the same mistakes that Fox makes and all these other things. Almost getting Silas killed a couple of times, but in the end, she's just like, "Nah, it worked out. We're good." Which, by the way, yes, for those who don't know, Gene Corrigan is actually inspired by my actual late grandmother, named Jean, or Jeanette. And all the stories about her that I heard growing up, about how when she was younger she'd go out and play basketball, where she's just like,
Hey.
screw the stereotypes, I'm going out playing b-ball, let's go,
Yo, let's go.
So
Love that for her.
I loved her so much. My grandma, going to Grandma Jean's farm in the summer was the best times, because she would always walk out and she just, waddle up to you, be like, "Oh, Grandma, so happy to see you." And I'll give her a big hug, and I'm like, "Oh, this is home. This is perfect. I love this." So yeah, she was something else. She was a nurse in real life, but she did have some wild experiences, which later led me to create the fact that she was the first fox in the fedora, because she told me some stories, and I've told this on stream before, where she there was one night where a bunch of guys rolled up to the hospital, and she greeted them, and one of them had been shot, and she was like, "Oh my gosh, we've got to report this." And they were like, "No, don't report it." And it didn't take her long to figure out 2 + 2, these are gangsters. And she, obviously they still took care of the person, but then they were like, "Hey, if you need any favors from us," and she said, "No, I don't want any favors from you," because she knew if she got in with the mob, it'd be bad. So she was like, "Yeah, that was the one time I ran into gangsters."
Fun.
And then the other time, she was working late at the hospital, and they had administered a patient the previous day who was very strange. The way she told it was that he was very strange. He was constantly talking to himself. Now that could be anything. That could be possibly a mental disorder or something along those lines, but it was very strange. Well, one night she's working late at the hospital. She's got like 2 other nurses there. No one else is really present. I don't know if they have any doctors on call or what, but she's there. And the way she told it to me, because she told me the story when I was like in middle school or high school, and it's stuck with me ever since. She said, "I kid you not, I heard a scream that cannot be duplicated by any animal or human on this planet." And they looked, and the guy who was talking to himself had come out of his room. His eyes were rolled back into his head, and he was growling and snarling like an animal, and working his way down the hallway towards her and the other nurses. And they didn't have a way to get out. And they didn't have a way to call for help. They were stuck and panicking. And my grandmother was very religious. So she started praying. And she says, "I don't know what happened, but suddenly the man was tossed or pushed by almost something invisible down the stairs. Like there was a door open, and then just boof, the guy was pushed, and the guy tumbled down the stairs. They ran after him and to check on him. He was okay, but at the bottom of the stairs, he was like I don't know, how did I get here? What am I doing here? Like, how am I out of the room? So they took him back to the room. She didn't tell me what happened to him afterwards. Just I guess whatever he was there for happened, and then he was dismissed. But she never forgot that,
I mean, yeah, that would
and
stick with anybody.
that was how I created Thomas Thomas, the demon that was constantly after Gene Corrigan.
Oh boy.
So yeah, Grandma Jean had quite a few experiences that have stuck with me that she imparted before she passed away. So yeah, Thomas Thomas isn't just a running gag on stream. Thomas Thomas is based on an actual potentially supernatural experience.
To be fair, a lot of the best things in stories is from personal experience.
Oh, I agree 110%. 110%. Let me get back to the game here. But yeah, yes, Kevin Miller does have the Adventures of the Fox and Fedora on his Wikipedia page.
Oh, yo, nice.
But that's another reason why I hold her in such high regard. She was a loving grandmother. I loved her to death. She always imparted wisdom. She had gone through a hell of a life. Like some of the things she had to deal with growing up, not growing up, but in her adult life was just extraneous.
From what you told me, I don't know how she did it.
She was, I will say this till the day I die. She was the greatest woman I will ever know. Because she was so strong, and you know, she pushed past so much shit in her life. But I always found her the same way when I visited. She was always either in her rocking chair or in her kitchen making something and singing hymns. That's how she passed the time.
Huh.
Either baking, watching TV in a rocking chair, or just kind of calmly singing hymns in her kitchen. And you would go to her house and you would feel this immense feeling of safety. Like nothing in the outside world could hurt you. You were just safe here. There was nothing wrong. And going to her house every summer and sometimes at Christmas was just, I couldn't help but look forward to it. It was just like, and she wasn't the type of grandma to spoil you either. She was just like, nope, come on up. I'll make you some, I'll make you a home cooked meal, and it's gonna be lovely. And you didn't need anything more than that. You were just happy to be there. And that's primarily why she's such a huge influence on everything, including the story. Is just that was home. That was safety.
Mm-hmm.
That was actually learning what love looks like. She was very special, Dotsky. She was very special.
There goes my heartstrings again. I've always loved hearing the stories about your grandma. Like, she sounds so sweet.
Oh gosh, she was sweet, but she was also tough. I like that about her. Tough in the best way. Like, she didn't take shit. If you gave it to her, she's just like, I'm not taking that. You can either straighten up or you can leave. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.
Hmm.
And if you straighten up, then sure, come on in for dinner. But if not, hit the road. Oh, she made such good home cooked meals. Oh gosh.
Hmm.
I miss her. I miss her home cooked meals so much.
Do you have any of her recipes that maybe you can recreate?
I have one. I actually showed it to Saber and Tovan when they were over at Christmas. It was she made a fruit punch, a holiday
Oh, I
fruit
think I remember
punch
you telling
for
me this.
Christmas. Yeah, so it's cranberry. So that you guys, I'll share it with you guys in case you're ever interested in making it, depending on if you want to make it. But you get 2 cups of cranberry juice. So you get like a pitcher, right? You get 2 cups of cranberry juice, 1 cup of lemonade, 1 cup of orange juice. I think 2 to 4 cups of purified water, and then either ginger ale or sparkling cider. And then mix it all together. It is delish. Perfect holiday punch. Can confirm it's top tier punch. There's Tovan to tell you there right now.
Hey, Tovan.
Hey, buddy.
Welcome back, F-Zone.
Oh, yeah, and also her farm was just huge. She had 6 to 8 acres of land. Oh, Tovan, thank you for the tier 3 for 71 months. Thank you, buddy. I thank you for the support. She had 8 acres of land, and there was so much to just, there's so much room to run around in. Just like, you know, as a kid, it was just like, oh, this is more than enough. Okay, Dotsky.
Oi.
And then I think Tovan got this commission for me for like one of my birthdays that you gave me, but there was an apple tree on her farm.
Oh, yeah. Like young
It,
fox eating applesauce or something.
yeah, it was a crazy looking tree. Like this tree was wild looking, like it was crooked. It was like zigzagging almost.
Oh, wow.
And we went up in September one year, and Grandma was like, "You here to help with the applesauce making?" And I'm like, "Sure." So she had an old grinder, like a, you know, you with the crank handle and everything,
Hmm.
and straight out of like, got to be like the 1940s, 1950s, something like that. And we would go out and we'd pick the apples from the tree, and we'd just carry them in, and we put them in the grinder, and we'd grind them up, and she'd add the sugar, and then we'd make applesauce, apple press, yeah. And we put them in the freezer, and we'd hold them there, and she'd just store up applesauce for, you know, for the year. And then yeah, the applesauce was so, homemade applesauce was so freaking good. She'd occasionally take that to like the county fair and sell it there as well. Just all the best memories.
I'm just remembering that piece that I made for you recently to cheer you up.
Yeah. But I could go on and on. I'm sorry for rambling.
Oh, dude, don't apologize.
Fox, that's a lot of books. Yeah, that is a lot of books. But hey, I'm trying to get this store a little bit bigger so that I can have more books. Oh, please ramble. Your stories are interesting, dude.
Agreed.
Oh man. Yeah, she was also very funny grandmother too. My dad tells the story of after he had met my mother, he, after dating her for some time, he traveled up after getting invited, traveled up to my grandmother's farm. He was going to meet my mom there, and he didn't know it, but they left the door open for him so that he could get in, and he got there very late, and he's just like, okay, I don't want to wake anybody up, so everyone's asleep, so he plops down on the couch, and he's gonna sleep there. Now he didn't know this at the time, but my great grandmother was still alive, and she was living with my grandmother at the time, but she was an invalid. So the only way that she could let people know that she needed something was if she couldn't shout very well. So what they did is they gave her a massive metal bell, like
Oh
one you could
gosh.
pick up and shake and ba-ding, ba-ding, ba-ding. So naturally, my great grandmother needed some help at the time. My dad's on the couch, doesn't know she's in the other room, and she picks up the bell, and this bell's heavy, by the way. She picks it up and ba-ding, 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 ba-ding. My dad just goes, thinks, there's a nuclear strike happening or
Oh,
something.
no!
So he's like on the floor because he was sleeping, and he's just like, take me away, Jesus. And and then everybody gets up. He's on the floor. He's watching everybody go in there and take care of my great grandmother. Grandma Jean comes down, sees him on the floor, quickly figures out what happened, smiles and laughs and goes, "Welcome to the family, son."
Oh my god, that is amazing. Oh my god.
Oh man. Yeah. Yeah. Uh, my grandmother was also very cunning. This is why I say family of foxes. So one year we went up for Christmas, and on the way up, guess what I contracted? Starts with a P, but it's silent.
It starts with a P and it's silent.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, pneumonia?
Pneumonia. Yep. I was like, I could not have been any older than like 7 or 8, maybe
Oh god.
possibly 6. But I contracted pneumonia. So my mom took me to the doctor, and the doctor gave me this medicine. And before, I hadn't been, I was pretty easy with taking medicines. I mean, I had plenty of like, amoxicillin and other stuff that I'd taken as a kid. And you know what? The taste wasn't that bad. I was like, all right, fine, take the medicine, I'll be okay. I take one sip of this medicine and spit it out. It is the most rancid, horrible tasting medicine I could possibly have been given. And my parents are like, you gotta take the medicine. It's pneumonia. And I'm like, yeah, but the medicine tastes terrible. This is a terrible medicine. I don't want it. And they're like, "Oh my gosh, how do we get him to taste it?" They were losing patience with me. My parents were just like, "We can't get him to take the dang medicine. What are we gonna do?" And so there's Grandma Jean, like, "I have an idea." So
Oh
she
no.
takes the medicine, and she pulls out a tub of vanilla ice cream, and she puts the medicine into the ice cream, and
Oh
she
my
says, "Don't
god.
worry, this has worked before. It will not dilute the chemical. It won't dilute the medicine." So she puts it in the ice cream, and they call me down and they say, "Hey, have some ice cream." And I'm like, "Okay, I can't say no to ice cream." And I start eating the ice cream. I stop, and this is the story that was told to me. I vaguely remember this. I stop eating the ice cream, and I go, "This ice cream tastes funny. It kind of tastes like that medicine I don't like, but I keep eating it anyway." And there's Grandma Jean over there just like, "Got him."
Oh my god.
Family of foxes, yo. We find a way. We find a way.
That's freaking awesome.
So I ended up taking the medicine and I didn't even know it because it was in my dessert. It's just like, this ice cream tastes funny, but oh well. I like ice cream. Yeah.
Pretty
They got me
much.
good on that one. How do we get this little fox to take his medicine? I have an idea. This ice cream tastes funny. Nah, I'm sure it's fine. Just keep eating it, son.
Like, what could possibly be wrong with it?
Medicine in gummy form? How about medicine in ice cream form? Exactly. It's like suddenly medicine's not that bad. Hey, Pat the Tiger, thank you for the tier 1 reset for 75 months. Actually, one of the best tricks to teach children to try foods they don't like. Put it in a food they do like in a small... Yeah, I mean, it's definitely not a bad... It's an old trick, I'm sure. I mean, plenty of people have probably done it.
Oh yeah.
But Grandma Jean was just, like I said, in a family of foxes. My dad's a practical joker. Grandma Jean was cunning. I try to follow in their footsteps. I guess check with the doctor first, Static, to make sure that the ice cream would, or whatever you put it in, wouldn't dilute the medicine in any way. So just like double check. But it could work. So as a kid, I could not swallow pills. So there was a time I had no choice. So I placed the pill in a gummy bear. It worked because now I have no issues.
Mm,
That's one way to do it.
yeah.
Man, yeah, like going to grandma's house and having the food that she would cook. Cause again, she's a farmer as much as she was also a nurse. So a lot of the stuff she grew on her own with help from my uncles. And you'd go there in the summer and they'd be like, she'd have like just a whole plate of corn on the cob and fried chicken, and was grilled chicken actually. Oh, she did fried chicken too. French fries, you name it, just a whole spread every night. And I'm just like, heck yeah.
Hmm.
It's the best part about living out in farm country is that you know the farmer, so you just go right to the farmer and cut out the middleman.
Yeah.
Sorry, grocery store, I'm buying it straight from the person who grew it. You know what? I'm gonna go grab myself a little snack. I'll be right back. Entertain them, Kit Kat! Entertain them!
Okay.
Hi, Xylanth.
Hey,
Oh, by the
Xylan.
way, Kit Kat, I know this is supposed to be a chill stream day, but would you be at all interested in playing Far Far West with me?
Um, I guess I can give it a go.
Yeah. It's pretty fun. I think everybody will get a kick out of it. I'll be right back.
Okay. This is definitely gonna be a lot more of a variety stream for me than usual. If that's the case. Oh god, I should not be yawning right now. No. Ugh. Yeah, I hope everyone in chat's doing all right. I'm sorry, Katie. I mean, it's past midnight for me. What do you want from me? Yeah, I hope this is looking all right. By the way, Savage. I know, Katie. I know. I definitely like how it's progressing so far. Heck yeah, let's go. I'm just working on Savage's commission at the moment. That's about it, really. Did you see my message about the coaster that shoots you 112 miles per hour in 5 seconds? I think I saw it briefly, but I didn't look into it properly. That, my god. There's certain, like, theme park rides that I definitely would not do again. But roller coasters I'm perfectly fine with. Sorry for everyone on Fox's stream. You might hear me sing on occasion because I'm just listening to music at the moment. I hope you don't mind a little bit of karaoke. What rights don't you like? Oh god, I'm trying to think of like any examples I don't like. Kind of the magnets,
Hello.
cables. Welcome back. Maybe slightly off as far as the angle. I only can see. Okay, I'll try and fix that a bit.
Uh-oh.
What?
You have things to fix.
That's only a minor fix. It's just something in the drawing.
Is it, though?
It's just something in the
Hmm. I don't know about that.
drawing. Think whatever you want. I've got it. I've got this.
I do think whatever I want. In fact, I'm thinking right now about tomatoes. So yeah, I thought about whatever I want.
Okay. Oh, Vol, those are fine. I'm okay with those kinds of rides. There's a ride. Okay, here's one ride that
I'm not a fan of. Oh, I don't know, I'm here. Thanks, Black Wolf. I already tortured Fox's audience with my own singing. I doubt yours isn't that bad. So I'll show it on my stream really quickly. It's this sort of ride. Where like it's like a circular thing with a bunch of seats, and then it goes side to side, but it spins at the same time. Those things freak me out.
Spin.
Yeah, I don't like these kinds of rides. Okay, fun for you, Sky. These things give me anxiety. Like, there were times where I felt like I was going off my chair, and I hated it. So, yeah, no, I am not going on that kind of ride again.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
I've been on that kind of ride twice in my life. Not doing it again. Rides that just drop straight down is a hard pass for me. Fair. I hate those too. And there's that famous YouTube clip where that ride just gave out and no one walked out. Oh.
The high pitched kill. I mean, it's perfect, isn't it? Just when she gets all like, you know, I don't like that. No, it's just like, yours is so squeaky.
Yeah, I can imagine it sounds pretty crazy when I'm like if I'm not sounding excited, but like when I'm sounding more animated, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
Wolfinator, hi, welcome on in. Hope you're doing well.
The Wolfinator.
Wait, you were thinking about playing Far Far West, was it?
Yeah, I'm thinking. Let me try and see if I can knock down at least one. Excuse me, one wall here, and then we would definitely want to try it out. Well, actually, I tried it out last night, but I think you'll like it too because it's fun. It's chaotic but fun.
Okay.
Also, it spoke to Whittick in all the right ways.
Oh boy. How much is the game?
$20.
$20. Okay, I need to buy Teardown as well. Oh, Jesus Christ. Sorry, I just went onto Steam. And I don't know if any of you guys have heard the news about party animals.
Oh yeah.
It's gotten mostly negative views now.
Considering, yeah, the fact that people keep thinking that they can they can go AI and people will be okay with it, like, I mean, they see the worst part about this is that they clearly what's going on is they're probably seeing like all the slop on YouTube and Instagram and whatnot and being like, people love it. Look, it's got like 2K thumbs up and everything.
Yeah,
so we can go AI
yeah.
now, and it's like, no.
Oh, of course Sophie would have had a take on it. Good God. Yeah, I'm not surprised either, Chaos Demon.
Getting really sick and tired of all this, you know, we're gonna go AI now. It's
Yeah,
like,
no, it's so infuriating. But anyway. So 16 pounds. Okay.
mostly negative. Yep. Mm-hmm. Man,
Yeah.
that changed real quick.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. It really does suck, Vol.
I love how a lot of corporations are like, the customer's always right. Well, we're like, we think AI sucks. The CEO is like, well, you suck.
so yeah, I better add that to my cart then. And I need to order teardown as well.
Like the same, I hear the same rhetoric from all the tech bros and CEOs and whatnot. It's always, it's AI is here. Just get used to it. I'm like,
No.
uh-huh. Okay, teardown is a bit more expensive.
Yeah. Ooh.
You gonna be okay, or?
I'll be fine. It's just that obviously I'm trying to be careful with my spendings because I want to have enough for Spain, and I've got
Sure,
some bills to
sure.
pay.
Well, let's see what we can do about that.
No, Fox, come on. Please don't. I know what you're
I'm
like.
not. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'll be good.
I do have to transfer money from my PayPal, to be fair. Hold on. PayPal, there it is. I'm not gonna do it on the computer because I don't want OBS to shit itself, basically.
Yeah. Customer's always right, and they'll like what we tell them to like. Dang it, yeah, basically. Yeah, the previous talk did hit me in the feels. I had to have my own time. You okay, Dotsky?
I guess the whole thing with Grandma Jean.
No. Well, let me know if you're a little nervous about possibly doing one of these, because I'm not gonna force you into like being like, oh, let's play a game. And then when you're like, I need the money.
Yeah. I mean, I have to get teardown anyway because we discussed about buying that game anyway.
Yeah,
or playing it.
teardowns are guaranteed.
Yeah, so let me at least get that. Any payment. Oh, sugar. Yeah, I've got Sims 2 music playing right now.
2, 4, 2. No. 2 and 4. Coming from a heart palpitation from a few hours ago, my chest kind of hurts, but but I can function normally now. Oof.
Yeesh.
I didn't think palpitations caused chest pain. And 2.
I bought teardown. Uh,
That's gonna be wild tomorrow. I don't know if you've ever played it before.
no, I
Obviously
think
you haven't, because you
I
just
saw
bought it.
you playing it ages ago.
Yeah, basically a heist game where you break through stuff and you have to like meet certain conditions.
Mm.
But they've added a ton of mods to the game, so now it's just ridiculous.
Oh, jeez. All right. Uh,
chat. I mentioned this in Serena's chat, but I officially got a new job. Archipelago Multi-World? Not familiar with that.
Okay, I think we're back. Alright, everyone on my end, refresh if you need to. Yeah, all because I made a freaking purchase on Steam, and then OBS was just like, I can't handle this.
That is very strange.
Yeah, it's like I can't,
I'm s-
I can't do much on the internet when I'm streaming because otherwise it just has a fit.
Oh gosh, Hope, I am not on the menu.
Oh Jesus.
Hello, Hope Dreams. How you doing? Ford. Wait a minute, Ford. I got a book for you. Where is it? Can I even access it? Okay, hold on. I have to buy the license. Ford, this is for you. Here we go. Here you go, Ford. Check it out. Got a new book that's gonna be for sale soon. In fact, I'm gonna go ahead and buy the license now, and I'm gonna go ahead and get some of that going. There we go. Yep. 10-pack. I guess we could do.
Whoa, what the heck?
You okay?
Yeah, I just saw that I got money come in PayPal randomly just now. Wait, did I get a thing on coffee?
I don't know. Did you? Okay, Ford, I'm gonna put this up now so that you can be a part of the bookshop. Here comes Blep Prime. All right, I'm gonna put this.
Oh no, it's just a random tip. Whoever gave the tip, thank you. You didn't have to do that.
How much was it for?
It was like just over $30.
Oh wow!
Whoever
Now you can
did
buy
that,
both
thank you.
games. All right, here we go. The Ford story is now on shelves. Brand new book. Anyway, yeah, I got a new job and I'll be starting it mid to late June.
Heck yeah.
The only downside with that is that unfortunately my savings are going to take a hit, but it is what it is.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Let me.
my
I'll get 4
my
West then.
my savings are going to be like, why?
Why?
Why you do this? We were healthy and now we're not.
Take care, Vol. Thanks for hopping in. Appreciate it.
Hey, Whittick and AJ, how you doing?
Hello. Right. I'm gonna make the purchase on my phone, not on the computer, because I don't want OBS to have a fit again.
It is actually an editing job, Dotsky. I'm working on a talk show. Actually, you were there, so you already know. Yeah. Thank you for shouting out, Whittick. I'm so bored. I'm so sorry, Whittick. No, it's okay. I'm getting Kit Kat interested in Far Far West so that you two can play on off time and on streams and wherever else.
Usually, it looks like the kind of thing I wouldn't normally look into, but I'm willing to give it a try. So it might surprise me.
We're gonna try and get her in because we were having a ton of fun last night. I was even like, I don't know, maybe it might be fun, and then I played it. I'm like, never mind. Yeah, this is pretty fun.
All right.
So I'll tell you what, Kit Kat, when you get that going, you can do the tutorial because you'll want to do the tutorial first. And
Oh,
my times bestseller.
Wait, how long is it gonna take to install, I wonder? Because I'm just thinking about OBS crashing again.
Oh, well, it didn't take me very long to install it.
Okay.
I mean, it's not a big game.
Okay.
I think the only thing you'll have to worry about is just like immediately turning down settings because it's going to be on all the highest and everything as
Of
usual.
course it would, as practically every game does.
Yeah, yeah.
Why is this not? Come on.
Wow. Let's see, how much is this going for? Wow, I have to buy. Average cost is my price. You have to buy $15 to learn how to learn what "in my mouth, pretty please" means.
Oh, jeez. Okay, fine. Steam's not letting me use my PayPal. Okay, I see how it is.
Bizarre.
Rude. Right. Well, can I go back? Use my card.
This is going to be my new book available. Eventually, when I have more room, I will put this somewhere else. But yeah, here we go. "In My Mouth, Pretty Please," the Ford Haskell story. New York Times bestseller. Ford. Hopefully it won't get fatal errors. Couldn't get into the tutorial because of that. Yeah, it depends on the strength of the computer, obviously. But you can do custom books. Oh yeah, we did a bunch earlier. We have Fart Masters, How to Cook Cryptids. It's a Vending Machine Day. Cookie and the Sweet Secret. The Adventures of Toasty Loaf. The Importance of Bathing. "In My Mouth, Pretty Please." Journey of the Wolf, and Pyromania for Dummies. That one was written by Wittick right there. That's another bestseller.
And Ford's dying.
Hold up, what? Yeah, you wrote Pyromania for Dummies. In fact, I'm gonna go ahead and get that in here as well. I need to buy the license. Pyromania for Dummies. Buy the license. Well, dang, where's my royalties?
Wow.
All right, let me add this.
Purchase the game.
All right.
Right. So let me see if I can install it without OBS shitting itself.
Fair dues.
Bada-boom.
Probably get the one guy here to pay attention to this.
Okay, it looks like it's installing pretty steadily. Hashtag since when does OBS not shit itself? Honestly.
I mean, that's totally fair, Ford.
Honestly. But yeah, like my
Oh, I got one.
like as I said, like my OBS acts weird where like if I'm like let's say on a browser and I'm trying to like open like several tabs, OBS starts to freak out and it crashes.
Yeah.
It's really weird. I don't know why it does it.
Oh, I got one. "Assassinate the Mind, a self-help guide for clear conscience." It might be too long of a title, but you never know.
You never know.
Have to get more space in the closet too. All right, there's Wittick's new book, Pyromania for Dummies by Wittick Firestorm. And then In My Mouth, Pretty Please, the Ford Haskey story. Oh, the cat's driving the truck. I just noticed that.
Wait, what?
There's Blet Prime, but the cat's driving the delivery truck.
Okay then.
Jeez. The kitty's just like, you want your package?
Package?
Or if it's Jade, she'll just sit in the box all day.
So just take the item out of the box. I'll take this from you.
I'm the Best, the biography of Zara. Sounds about right. I'm the best thing in this book by Zara. Nope, somebody's buying Pyromania for Dummies. That cat is me returning TNR cats in the big van. Best book ever, written by the Banui. Good. People need to be more pyro crazy. Well, somebody wants In My Mouth, pretty please. Yep. She do. Wonder what kind of book she likes. Can't. Okay, she's not letting me. I guess it's too late, though. Clappo. There's another one.
Another one.
Another one buying In My Mouth, pretty please. More Pyromania for Dummies. I would like a copy of that book as well for research. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Ba, 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 ba. Don't judge me. Yeah, I'll let you do. I'll let you get that installed, and then let you do the tutorial there, KitKat. And then once you've done the tutorial, I will set up a session, and you can join off me.
Okay.
But my goal first is to try and knock down that wall right in front of me, so that I can get some extra room going in this store, because I have so much space that I need to carve out still. Like I want to. Oh, you can't see the mouse on this. I want to knock down most of the walls except one, and then I got to get the ones in the closet.
Foxback Gamer, hi, welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I'm alright, thank you. I'm alright.
She's okay. Time this game looks like. Yes, it's actually Paris, France.
Savage, remind me again, what was it that you needed me to fix? Something about the cables?
The cables. The cables. The cables need fixed.
Sure, Sly Cooper doesn't steal your inventory.
I don't know why he would want to. It's just a bunch of books.
Angle of the cables look a little off. It should be more straight and vertical. Right, gotcha. Okay, that's super easy to fix.
I gotta get ready to go back to work. Yeah, time flies, man. Where did you come from? Yes, valuable pyromania for dummies.
How's that, Savage? Oh, right, I forgot to restore tits. Hang on.
Yes, restart your tits, cat.
I really wish I didn't have to keep doing that. It's so annoying.
I was contemplating trying to figure out if maybe there's probably mostly sleep on the way to the house once we land, but I was thinking maybe there was some type of card game or something we could play in the car on the 5-hour journey. Why am I yawning?
Oh god, don't you start. Now look what you done.
I'm sorry.
You.
I'm sorry.
Like white t-shirt. Beneath the red jacket for my Wind Waker. Okay, yeah, no worries. Heck.
Oh no. For a minute, Fox, I thought the pink box said cheesecake. Yes, I sell cheesecake right here, in the middle of my bookstore.
Nah.
People don't often, people think it's just a bookstore, but then they see the cheesecake, and then they're like, "Oh my gosh, I gotta go to this bookstore."
I was gonna say, but I guess it would be a bakery.
A bookery. And some bookstores have
Can I get
cafes.
cheesecake?
It's funny you should say that, AJ, because I eventually, once I have enough room, will be able to open a cafe.
Oh wow.
But I need more room first. And I need to unlock Japan.
Nani?
Yeah, I have to open another bookstore, a third bookstore in Japan.
Damn, nice.
But that one costs the most money. That's like $30,000 just to be able to unlock that one.
Oh god. Oh.
Oh, 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 oh. Just a French character that just says nothing but that.
Oh my god.
Oh, 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 oh. What do you think, Francois? Oh. I'm gonna use that character. I'm sorry to every French person I ever knew.
I was going to say, you're gonna end up using that for something. I know you well enough. Like, once you run with something, that's it.
Yeah, season 5 villain incoming.
Jesus.
Oh my gosh. Time to give Fox the twirly mustache. Oh no, that won't be my mustache. Can't wait for you guys to try an ensaimada. I guess that's how you pronounce that.
What is that?
Not sure.
No, I'm gonna search it up.
You do that. Go for it, cat.
It's a traditional coil-shaped fermented pastry.
Hmm. Curious.
It kind of looks like what would you call it? I was gonna say it kind of looks like a Swiss roll with like the swirls, but it's not.
Hmm.
It's essentially what looks like a swirly donut, I guess.
Interesting.
I don't know if that's a good way of putting it. Looks interesting though.
I mean, I'm game.
Ensaimada? Ah, okay, that's how you pronounce it. Yeah, Fume? You have something to say? Kind of like
That
a
looks
honey
like a honey
bun.
bun
Ah.
covered in powdered sugar. Huh.
You sure about that, Fume?
Wrong chat.
I don't know.
Oh, Fume. You've done it again.
Look at that fox.
Who? Oh, yeah.
Fume.
Good old Foom. That emote. Tovan. Okay, I'm very close to being able to expand, and that will be my goal for this round of play today.
Just want to at least finish this sketch before jumping
Yeah,
into
we
the
got
game.
the time.
I was probably gonna be home by the time we get started.
Probably.
I did say that I'd probably be streaming by the time he gets back, so
Okay. He's got that. Hopefully you're almost done so I can place the order.
Are you talking to me for a second?
Drink? Okay, I will.
It's like I'm trying to go as fast as I can.
Such as anything that requires some effort or work, Dotsky.
Eh. I'm kind of
You
like
actually have to.
hit or miss when it comes to details. Like sometimes I love doing it, and sometimes I'm just like, ugh.
You actually have to put in the effort to sit there and be like, it has to be built specifically like this.
I could definitely think of a good example of an art piece that took me forever because I was putting so much detail into it. And it was a drawing I did for Tovan and Saber.
Mm-hmm.
It was like a little battle in a library.
I do remember seeing that.
God, that took ages to make.
I hope you're ready for more action set pieces like that when we get the webcomic going.
Oh no. No, just kidding.
Who's that? Lightning Charger 7574. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Fox Den of Thieves. How you doing? But anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll check it later, Dotsky.
For those who don't know, yes, we are doing an Adventures of the Fox and the Fedora webcomic. It will start up relatively soon. On the tail end of a cold. Oh, goodness. Same kinda, sorta. Hope you get well soon. Hi, Suda. Hello, welcome on in. But yeah. Otherwise, looking forward to starting my new job and getting going on that. And then take the summer to just try to save my savings.
Yeah. I'm glad that you were able to get a job though before it was too late.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I'm like, praise God over here. I'm just like, ugh. I was, just like 2 months away from being like, I have pennies. Yeah, starting after I get back, like mid to late June. I have three. Yeah, I have tree fitty. Yeah, I know, right? I know the feeling. Yeah, just have to take the summer pretty easily. I've gotten all my trips out of the way for the most part. If we get into New Jersey, just kind of take that one not as extravagant.
Mhm.
Just kind of go to the Webfest and try to find a decent place to stay. Take the train again.
I did ask Tabby if he wanted to come along to the New Jersey Web Fest if he can.
Mm-hmm.
It sounded like he was at least a little bit interested. So
Yeah, come along, and the more the merrier. Fox, this is just the beginning. I can see it now. The Fox Fedora cartoons, Fox Fedora t-shirts, amusement park. Ah, man, that's a dream. But
I don't know about the amusement park.
I'm also very happy being sort of like we'll call it. I'd rather be a mid tier than a high tier, if that makes any sense. Uh, at least to know that a lot of people enjoyed it. That's what I would like to get to. You know, it doesn't have to be like, wow, you're the next amazing digital circus. It's just like, just like enough people come in and be like, that was good. I like that. Oh, but you could start your own amusement park and roller coaster tycoon. that you can. Yes, you
Yeah,
can.
yeah.
You're so right. Yeah, we'll get there with more episodes and the seasons and whatnot, and also the webcomic. But like I said, primary goal right now is to just um try to keep build up my savings again, because sad to say, I'm going to need to try and go for what is it after June? Well, okay, that's before then. Hold on. Let me crunch the numbers, see how bad it's gonna be.
Oh god, Dotsky, no.
That was not Bitcoin. That was Blepcoin. Mm, yeah, I need to salvage $8,000
Oh,
to get back to where I was.
ouch.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, at least you had those savings.
Yes, yes. That was the plus, was that I had enough saved up that I could survive for a little while.
Yeah, because like a lot of
Um,
people don't have savings.
um, but yeah, 8K would be where I need to get back
Yeah, it's gonna
to
take a while to build back up.
a decent amount. The good news about the new job, it's all work from home.
Hell yeah, let's go. Yeah, one book at a time.
I just need a decent computer, and I've got at least two. Yeah, my car's paid off and all my other debts are paid off. So that's a plus too. So at least I can save on gas. That's another thing. I don't actually have to travel anywhere. I can
Yes.
save on gas. So that's a blessing in itself.
Yeah.
The box is haunted? Yeah. It's just got like magic in it and stuff. You know how it is.
So is there certain hours that you have to work, or does it not matter?
uh 8 hours per day.
At a certain time, or does it not matter?
I'd have to get the more statistics, but I think there's going to be a deadline. But I guess I'm guessing before 6 o'clock in the evening.
Gotcha.
Oh yeah, gas is bad right now. But yeah, so I'll be able to keep streaming most likely. I might have to start a little later during the weekdays, but that's okay. So I can keep doing that. I can keep doing a bunch of other stuff. So that'll be nice.
Yeah.
Has a fat lip, burnt it eating a burrito a few nights ago. Thought it was cool enough. Center of the burrito, the filling falls out on my lip. What? Oh, the filling of the burrito. Ouch. Yeah. Gotta wait till it cools down a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
Was the burrito good though? I got another book title for you. It's called How to Annoy a Fox. There's plenty of ways to annoy a fox. But usually the fox is annoying you.
I was gonna say, don't give them ideas.
Oh my gosh, KO Star, hello. How's it going? Thank you for that raid. I appreciate that. How was your stream? Long time no see indeed. I hope you had a good stream. Funny how my brain fills in the motions of your PNG tuber. Yeah, I know, right? Isn't that cool? It was good doing some music mixing stuff. Awesome. Glad to hear it. It's good to see you again.
Ow, phew.
Got her.
Rude.
I was like, I gotta raid this bean. It's been too long. Well, I'm thankful that she did. I appreciate a good raid. Saboops.
Yeah, that comment that Dotsky said, it's a bit like with the Muppets, for example. But even though they don't blink or anything like that, like you still kind of fill it in yourself.
Yeah, it's weird like that. Oof. Die, Foxy.
It's really interesting how the brain works.
Yeah. Like a psychology to the whole, like, how people process things that are not alive or, being played off like they're alive or something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you for the hug. All right, let's see if we can knock this wall down. I just need 32 $1,000. I've got 23,000 going on 24,000. Thank you. It is interesting how my brain works when it works.
That's
Fair enough.
a mood, honestly. All right, F-Zone, take care.
Take care, F Zone. Thank you for the follow on Blue Sky, by the way. I got a gift sub to Fox. I have granted a certain power once again. Hey, stop. Stop tickling my beans. Wait, brains can work? Where's the button on mine? It's
I ask myself that a lot.
a good question.
I feel like my brain is out to lunch half the time. But at least when I wanted to do something that I want to do. And then eventually just like, nope.
Yes, F Zone, I have ticklish beans. No. I want to splice the red wire to the green wire on your brain in order to make it work. No, not that red wire, the other red wire.
God.
Okay, can we make enough money before this day is up? Ah, Ryuji, no! Thank you, Foxy. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Thank you, Foxy. Foxes have a unique hunting behavior called mousing where they... Yes, I remember that one.
Okay. I think the sketch is done. Took quite a while, but here we are.
Congratulations!
Yay.
Yes, Dotsky, I like the... It's like the emote that KD has with the little like fur character just jumping up and then pouncing and then jumping up and pouncing. But keeps missing, so just falls flat on its face. I don't have the Book of the Dead, Foxy. At least I don't think I do.
All right. Savage, I'll send this over to you on Discord so you can get a closer look. And if you see anything that needs changing before I go into coloring this, just let me know.
If you don't have one, you can borrow Fox. I like that I have just this woman here sitting doing nothing because reasons. Technically, I don't need this employee yet. It's only when I go to the next location that I don't need this employee, so maybe I can...
All right, there we go. Sent it over, Savage. Yeah, no worries, Savage. There's no rush. There's no rush at all.
Yeah, so I can get rid of her for now. Is that Roz in human form?
God.
Box up, and then I'm gonna sell it because I don't need this yet. And she gone. Yep, I'm saving some money. So I don't need that that person until I go to the sea. Actually, what I'm gonna do is at $30,000, I get another location in Japan, and that point I'd need her because then what happens when you put those two there? They make passive income, so you can get money from your other two stores even though you're not manning them.
Indeed, Savage. You cannot rush art.
You can't rush art.
All right. I'm gonna take a quick bio break before jumping on to Far Far West, so I'll be right back.
Okay. And that leaves me with both chats. Hello, both chats. How are you today? How is my kitty doing? My kitty is doing just fine. Jade is okay. I am EP. My head hurts. Oof, could get some headache medicine. Hopefully that'll help. I don't need ibuprofen. I just need sleep. Oh, no, go get some sleep. Go get sleem. Go dream about beans. Doesn't bode well. It doesn't bode quite well not having coffee, but I have to stop taking it for now. Oof.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
It's just when I was in the bathroom, I was just like looking at myself in the mirror. I got a haircut the other day, and my fringe or bangs really does kind of look like Cookie's hair.
You're becoming your Sona. Ooh, my pizza's here. Go get your pizza.
Jealous, I want pizza. Alrighty then. Let me just set everything up then.
Yeah, go ahead and get the game going and do the tutorial, and then I will join you once I knock down this wall, hopefully very soon.
Do you want me to deafen until I'm done, or should we? Do you want
No,
me
go ahead and keep playing. I want to hear your reactions.
All right, fair enough. When are you going on your trip? On Sunday.
Yeah, we're all convening on Sunday.
Yeah. I'm arriving in Spain a day early because there was no flights that could be in early enough on the day that everyone arrives. So, all right. Up. Music.
Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. Will these customers be enough to put me at 3,200? It's going to be close and it's going to be tight. I don't know if we're going to make it. Still got another 1,000 to go. A little over 1,000. 1,200 to go. I don't know if that's going to be enough. That's not looking good.
It's just taking a while to load, Silver.
Oof, that's definitely not good.
What?
I'm not gonna make it to my 3,200
Oh no!
or 32,000 rather. Because we're just about to cross 31,000.
But yeah, bear with me, Chad.